are at the Brisbane Home Show. We're down at Eco Town, which is my kind of area. This is where I'll be hanging out for the next couple of days. We've got the Brisbane City Council here. They've brought their bins along, and as you can see, they run a green bin. Perfect. But something else I want to talk to you about is they run a little campaign, 2x50t equals 104. What it's all about is picking up 2 bits of garbage every week to help reduce the amount of stuff you see in the park, on the beach, the skate park, and on our streets. So another thing the council are doing is handing out these things for community pickups. So you get a bunch of people together, collect all the garbage, and give the cans and bottles to someone to cash in, and it cleans up the yard at the same time. Ooh, I'm not picking that one up. So we're in Queensland, so we've got to talk about floods. And this is something the council have put together to explain to people what you can do to make your house more flood-proof with the materials that you use. Here you can see they've used some tin. They're also using cement sheeting, and they're talking about not using timber frames but steel frames to stop it sucking all that water up in there so it doesn't get destroyed. Let me show you some of the cool stuff inside. So this is something that's pretty interesting. What they've done is they've managed to make cabinetry that can take water that's totally waterproof, so it's not like your old chipboard stuff that sucks all the water up in and has to be thrown out after a flood. Another really cool thing is all your electrics are kept up high, so there's no electrical cables running down low where the water goes. So if you end up with the water up to here, it's not going to destroy all your building and you're not going to have to rebuild. So another thing you can come check out in Eco Town is the first time they've ever put it on show is Australian Modular Homes. This thing is a transportable, expandable and towable home. So it pretty much starts off at the size of a shipping container, a 20-footer, and then it expands out, and then you also fold out the deck. There's more to see inside. I'll try and explain it to you. So this is the inside, fully insulated, and it all starts off here. And what happens is, when you pull up, it expands out to become twice the size. Your veranda folds out the front, there's plenty of room, and it can be put anywhere. So that way, you can really angle it towards the sun to get everything you want in here. Also down here in Eco Town with the Rural Fire Service, they've got a really nifty little gadget here that they were just showing me. So what this does is pretty much takes away the old trick of jamming a tennis ball or a rag in the gutter when you've got a fire on the way and you want to fill up all the gutters to stop all the embers blowing up under the sheeting. So what you do is you jam that off, blocks the gutter off, and then you can put the hose on there and it'll fill up the gutters without having to get up on the roof. Now that's pretty cool. One of the other exhibitors in Eco Town is Flexi Skip. Now this is a pretty good idea. What you do is you order this online, comes in a box, and then you use the app for these guys to come and pick it up. But the best thing is they take it somewhere and sort it, because normally all your stuff ends up in the skip bin and it just goes into landfill. I mean, look at all the cool stuff that's in here that could be reused. That could be reused. Looks like a didgeridoo of some sort. There's a mattress. It doesn't need to end up in landfill. And if you're into your gardening, Eco Town has something for you. Come and check this out. Aquaponics. Now, if you know how that works, there's fish down in there. The fish feed the garden feed the fish. It's got its whole little own system going in there. And he is in there. He's just hiding. So on top of what I've shown you already, there's plenty more to see here in Eco Town. Let me give you a quick run through. We've got timber slabs. There's Compost Australia, which is a worm garden. Some dude selling towels. Enviro Heat. But you've got to come and check this out down here. As you can see, it's getting pretty busy, so you better hurry up or all the bargains will be gone. Earth Life, Eco... Oh, now we're talking. I've been looking for one of these all morning. Compostable Toilets. All right, here we are, Compostable Toilets. Now, people think these things have a bad smell, you know, because you do what you do in there, it goes into a canister, it doesn't flush away. Like, how could that? I mean, as long as they're clean, like, look at... Well, as long as someone hasn't left something in there before, don't worry about that. It all ends up in this canister here, which then is left out in the yard, compost down, spin this thing around, it does its thing. This stuff is great. Don't let me talk about it. If you want to know more about this stuff, come on down to Eco Town and talk to the experts. So that's a little quick tour of Eco Town. If you want to learn more, then come on down and see us. I'm here all weekend. Come and check out the exhibitors. There's plenty here to see.